little while, right? Just a couple of minutes, right? He's great. He's great.
I wasn't going to bring him up. Then I saw the painting. I said, come on up, because maybe he'll give it to me.
She compared ICE agents to members of the KKK. She likened Border Patrol agents to practitioners of human slavery. We have a lot of those great people here tonight, like Brandon Judd, the head of the union, Paul. We have so many different people. And they didn't like that analogy too much. She voted in favor of deadly sanctuary cities numerous times. She supports open borders. That's all you'd have to hear. I think 2 words. You know, they say, sir, go down the list. We have a list of 25 things. All you really have to say is 2 things. Open borders, defund the police. The rest is all, but, you know, although she is going to kill Social Security, because by putting all of these illegal aliens into Social Security, it's dead. It's dead. She opposes even saying the words illegal alien and radical Islamic terror. She backs mass amnesty, and citizenship for all illegals. She supports mandatory gun confiscation. Would anybody mind, Mr. Congressman, would they mind having their guns ripped out of their arms as they enter their house or their apartment? I don't think so. She said that 70 to 80% tax rate is, quote, a very bold idea, something that we have to discuss very seriously. She likes it. And you know, all my life I watched politicians, and they've always said, we will reduce your taxes, we will reduce your taxes, we will cut your taxes. They want to give you a tax increase of 5 times what you're paying now. How the hell do you get elected? This country is so screwed up. Everything's backwards. We want open border, we want taxing. How do you like to be a politician? We want open borders. We want tax increases. We want all electric cars so that you can go 15 minutes before you charge it up. And for all the congressmen that are here, in the Midwest, they built 8 charging stations. Now, you know what that is? That's like a gas pump with electricity coming. It's just a charging terminal. It costs $9 billion. Did you hear that, Mike? Did you hear that? Scott, another tough. We got tough congressmen here. These are tough cookies, these Pennsylvania guys. Wow. Look at that. We're going to introduce them. Scott. So they spent $9 billion on 8 charging stations, 2 of which never worked. I don't think any of them worked. She wants government intervention to slash consumption of red meat. They don't want red meat. That means they don't want your cows. Get rid of your cows. Would anybody like to keep red meat? Raise your hand. You know, think of it. Borders, electric mandate, and all of the red meat. How the hell do you get elected, right? You know how they got elected? By cheating. They get elected by cheating. Because they want to raise your taxes by 5 times. Oh, please vote for me. I'm going to raise your taxes 5 times higher. But you know, the hard part is... But the red meat is to fight climate change, okay? Climate change. She supports ending cash bail to immediately release criminals upon arrest. They kill somebody. No bail, don't worry about it. No cash. You know, you just killed 3 people. Let's let them out in Harrisburg. It's a wonderful place. And in 2020, she personally urged her followers to donate money to bail out the violent rioters.
That was a magic trick.
Get them right out of jail, including murderers. You know what that was all about, right? Minnesota, which I think we have a good chance of winning. It hasn't been run since 1972 by a Republican.
Wave signs, get people out to the polls. Call me at conservative.
And we're leading. Tom Emmer's going to bring that one home, they tell me. He's going to bring it home. This November, the American people are going to reject Kamala Harris's dangerous liberal extremism in a massive landslide. We're going to, too big to read, right? Too big to read. Too big to rig. We're not going to let her turn the United States into a communist San Francisco colony. We're not going to let it happen. That's what they want to do. They want to destroy our country. She's the worst. She was a bad DA long before you had your DA, long before you had some of these DAs that you have, as you know, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but in Los Angeles, all over the place. All over the place. You have bad DAs. You have radical left, horrible DAs that are funded by Soros and others. And they're weak. They're just weak on crime. They don't mind if somebody murders somebody. They don't want to know you can kill somebody now. Our country is sick. The mindset of our country is sick. And we're not going to let her do to Pennsylvania what she did to California. She destroyed San Francisco, one of the best cities in the world that is tattered out. So she's a liberal from California. She ruined the state. She ruined one of the greatest cities in the world. You know, 15 years ago, a great friend of mine, Bob Tisch, great guy, who's an owner of the Blue Giant and a very smart guy, wonderful guy too. Maybe even longer, a little longer than 50. He said San Francisco is the best city in our country, and today it's a disaster. It's a disaster. He passed away quite a while ago, and he would look down and say, "What the hell happened to that city?" But he thought San Francisco was one of the greats. He thought Chicago was one of the greats. You know, Chicago on July 4th weekend had 117 shootings and 17 people died. Think of it. This is not even believable when you hear about Afghanistan. Horrible job that this president did with Afghanistan, the low point, but they don't have anything like that. In one of the most astoundingly phony moments in his speech last night, Kamala Harris bragged, quote, "I will proudly put my record against Donald Trump any day of the week. I won't play any other country makes us pay a 100 or 200% tariff. He's got one of the worst records anywhere. Well, Kamala, let's go. Challenge accepted. Are you ready? Let's compare our rates point by point. Stop doing it before I even arrive at the Oval Office shortly after we win the presidency. I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled, and I will prevent, the only one that's going to do it, 100% will prevent World War III. I can't believe I'm doing it. You know, the weird thing. I mean, 2 weeks ago I was talking about Biden. In my next term, we will build. I didn't even know her name. Nobody said Kamala. Hello. Over our country. Where is that? I didn't even know her name. Kamala. I heard she was a rotten border czar. That's about all I know about her. Her only job was the border. She never went there. But 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it was all about Biden. Then I kept hearing they were going to steal it from him, and I said, you know, it's hard to because I understand how you have the delegates. He had all the delegates. He had 100% of the delegates. He had 14 million votes. They said you can't really do it. And then they threatened him very strongly. They said, you're incompetent, and we're going to get you out. He just won, you know. I don't know if they happen to be right. But these are minor details. We're going to rebuild our cities into beacons of safety and beauty better than they have ever been before. And he's an angry man right there. Here's the big question I have. Will he be invited to the Democrat National Convention? Will he be invited? Mr. Congressman, I don't know. Now we will because I'm mentioning it. If I didn't mention it, we would not be invited. But now they have to invite him.